everybody. Welcome to episode 13 of Awesome Autographs and More. We're actually current. Today we're going to go over the various items I got in the mail. Oops, as I knock down the entire place here. Everything that came in the mail this week. And that will get me totally current after all of the various video posts. So let's get started. First item, an envelope, which actually happens to be empty. I already took the cards out. These were cards I ordered for a project I was working on, which I will show at the end of this video. Next item, we have a private signing. And target here was Mr. Mike Fitzgerald. He played from 1983 to 1992. Played for the Mets, the Expos, and his final year with the California Angels. That's Mr. Mike Fitzgerald. I think I have too many stands up today, but we'll see. Second would be another private signing. This one from Mr. Adam Jones, mostly known for his time with the Baltimore Orioles. He played from 2006 to 2019, started his career with Seattle for 2 years, then went on to play for 11 years in Baltimore and finished his career up in Arizona for his last year. He didn't have more than these two cards of his, but they both came out really, really nice. I like this Diamond Kings. It's very different from most of the, quote, Diamond King cards. That's Adam Jones. Next up is the dreaded Return to Sender from Mr. Ron Darling. Apparently he doesn't live there anymore. So I do have my Leaf 1990 Leaf cards in there, so I'm going to have to work on getting that one out again with what would hopefully be a better address. Next up, TTM. I was really concerned about the condition of this one. As you can see, it's even with all the, I put this packing tape and everything on some of these just to protect them, and it's like this one got eaten regardless. Anyway, it's a 4-for-4 return, 13 days. The cards are in perfect condition, thanks probably to this holder, these holders that I put them in. That goes over there, and it's Mr. Davy Johnson. 4-for-4 return, no fee. At least I didn't make any notation of one. This card, by the way, this depicts his playing days, which he played from 1965 to 1978 with Baltimore, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and the Cubs. Then he went on to managed with the Mets, the Reds, the Orioles, Dodgers, and Nationals. From those years, he actually won one World Series, and that was in 1986 with the Mets. And on this last card, he actually inscribed, without my asking, oh, there's a good angle. I'll have to remember that. Inscribed 1986 World Series champs. Pen's a little thick, so it kind of runs together, but still very nice. That's Mr. Davy Johnson. Next is a private signing. One card. And this one from a Mr. Corey Hart. The autograph doesn't show up very well on the camera. It's not bad in person, although could have been a little better. But Corey Hart played from 2004 to 2015. 9 of those years with Milwaukee, 1 with Seattle, and 1 with Pittsburgh. Corey Hart. I'll put him right there. Next up is a TTM. This is a 3 for 3 in 48 days with a fee. This is for my action-packed baseball set, Mr. Mickey Lalich, who played from 1963 to 1979. Played 13 years with the Tigers, 2 with the Mets, and 1 with the Padres, and was a 3-time All-Star for 1969, 71, and 72. Mickey Lalich. This is Mets card and a Padres card. I managed to get 1 in each team. Now, last piece of mail for the day before I show you guys my little pet project that I came up with, this harebrained idea. A TTM. Notice anything wrong with this? Managed to forget the postage. I've also done that on a couple of private signings. So far, I've been lucky. But this managed to show up. I'm not quite sure why my return address label got covered up, but it was my address. I guess the post office decided it couldn't handle the fact that the 2 addresses were the same. But anyways, 4 for 4 return, 35 days, and this one also had a fee. I also just got this person at the card show, which we went over on the last video. But anyways, Mr. Brett Saberhagen played from 1984 to 2001 with a couple of off years in there. He played 8 years for the Royals, 4 years for the Mets, played a year for the Rockies, then was off for, I believe, a year, and then came back and played 4 out of 5 years with the Red Sox. He played for them in 97, 98, 99, did not play in 2000, came back and played in 2001. So had to get a Red Sox card signed, and I had actually sent these out before I made a final decision to actually go to the show I went to this weekend. And so I got another card of his signed there as well. Okay, that's the end of the mail for this week. I am now totally up to date. Back to my purchase. A couple of weeks ago, I thought it would be cool to see what the cards would be to correspond with my birth date in the year that I was born. So I decided, okay, for those of you who obviously don't know, and probably most of you don't, my birthday is November 27th, 1957. So I went looking on a hunt to see if I could find the number 11, number 27, and number 57 cards. My first attempt was to find them autographed, which, believe it or not, I did, all 3 of them. So I'm going to have to move the camera to do this, so I apologize for the shaking, which it will do. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just take it off the stand here. Okay, so we're going to go 1 card at a time here. Card number 11. I ultimately found the cards unsigned as well. There we go. And again, card is autographed. George Zuverink, is deceased at this point. Card number 27 is Ted. God, the eyes are going again. Kaczynski? I know I've got that wrong, but I'm having a tough time reading it. And you could see that's autographed up his leg as well. So I have both cards, one signed and one unsigned. And then for card number 57, it is Jim Lemon, autographed and not autographed. So it was an interesting project. It was completed way faster than I expected because I went onto abcunlimited.net, who sells these autographed cards, and he had all 3 cards, so I just bought them up. I think 3 cards. I might have spent close to $30 on those. I don't remember exactly, but I think they averaged around or maybe slightly below $10 a card. And then at the card show this past weekend in Chicago, I managed to pick up all 3 cards in what I think is pretty good condition. There's, you get the typical wear. I mean, bottom line is these cards are 65 years old, but to me, these unsigned cards are in pretty good shape. And actually, number 11 there and number 27 are both in very good shape. Little off-centered, things like that, and number 57 down here has a bit of a crease in the corner, but again, these are not what I would consider highly valuable cards. I just thought it was a cool thing to see, and actually learned a little bit about some players I had never heard of. So for those of you who want to take on a challenge, you can go check out your birth date cards from the year you were born. I suspect most of you are going to have options, unlike me, where there was only one set of cards. But those of you who are younger will have options to choose from, with Topps, Leaf, or not Leaf, Fleer, Donruss, maybe even Upper Deck, depending on your birth date year. But anyways, that's it for today. Probably won't be back again until next week, unless I have a very, very busy next couple of days. So have a good weekend. Hope your mailboxes are all nice and full this weekend. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button at the bottom down here. If you have not already done so, please subscribe over here. And you can also set up notifications to be notified of when these videos go up on YouTube. So again, have a good weekend. Thanks for your time for watching. Thanks to all of the athletes for sending their autographs. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.